Alrighty. I think, yeah. Okay, I think we're going. Let's see here. Make sure that everything is working the way it should be. Looks like I've got a good little group of people in here. Good. All right. Yeah. Okay. Well, hey everybody. Happy holidays. Welcome to the stream. If there's any issues with anything, let me know in the chat. I'm reading it right here, and I will try to address issues as they come up if there are any. So hopefully my internet and everything is good enough for what we're doing here today. How's everyone's uh how's everyone's holiday season been? I had a pretty good one. Um Personally, I thought it was very nice, relaxing. It was good to kind of slow down for a little bit. Rusty Knife Lover, hey, how you doing? I see we got Rusty Knife Lover in the chat. We got Harry 4x4, good to see you. Ace King, Paul Casper. Hey, good, good. We got a good little group of people already. I will admit to you guys, I had the jitters getting ready to do this live stream. I'm not used to live streaming yet. I've gotten pretty used to getting on, putting myself online, exposing myself to the masses. But getting ready to do this live stream, I don't do these a whole lot, so I had the jitters. So it's good that we've got everyone going. Todd Carr, hey, how's it going? Good to see you. All right, yeah. So we're gonna wait a couple more minutes, let some more people start trickling in here, and then we're gonna start answering the questions from the giveaway video, from the entrance video. And then we'll give away the three packages at certain time intervals. I'm not gonna do them all at the same time. Um, and I think we'll keep the stream going for an hour, hour and a half, something like that. Paul Casper, thank you. Yeah, 2K. Pretty crazy. I've been having this channel going for about 3 years now, and I'm gonna make a video about that, kind of recapping the 3 years of the channel, and start it just as a little hobby, and it's good to hit this, 2,000 subscriber mile mark. It's actually a year ago we hit 1K, so, consistency, I guess. Angelo, hey, how's it going? Tommy boy, all right, yeah. Got a good little bunch of people in here today. So, I've got my phone here ready to read comments. I've got the other computer over there ready to choose comments. So, yeah, let's see here. First of all, what's everyone carrying today? Let's see what everyone's got. I carried a couple of different things today. Carried the CJRB resource. Some of you might have seen the short I put out about this today. Um, I This was not a knife I was super excited about when I first unboxed it, but it has definitely grown on me, and I'm kind of enjoying it a little more than I was. And I was also carrying the CRKT Razel, which is actually one of today's prizes. Really like this knife. It's a fun knife. This was one too that when I first got it, I wasn't expecting to love it, and it's become one of my most carried knives. So pretty cool. All right, let's see here. Rusty Knife Lover's carrying the Shadowborn Hanks Plaid Hank. I need to get more into Hanks. The Royvon Aurora A1 flashlight. Heard of that one. Fisher Space Pin, Civivi Riffle. Love the Riffle. That is a great knife. And in my opinion, that was kind of one of the last knives that Civivi released that was um, excellently priced. They've got some good value out nowadays still, but yeah, that was a great one. Love the Riffle. CRKT Minimalist in D2, awesome, with titanium scales, cool. And the Rough Rider Half Hawk, awesome. Harry for the Formac Scout. I think I've got my Formac Scout. It's on the wall behind me, or is it right here? Somewhere around here. Love the Formac Scout. Can't beat that one. Very cool. Orcos DT02 and Syncut Glide Strike. I want to get my hands on the Glide Strike. That actually looks like a really cool knife. How are you liking that one, Ace King? I've heard some good things about it. Blue Ninja donated $5. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's awesome, man. Congrats on 2K, bro. Here's to bigger and better in 24. That's right. Bigger and better. That's what we're going for. That's what we're going for. The Giant Mouse GMF1 fixed blade with a leather clip slip. Is that the little fixed blade that Giant Mouse makes? If I'm thinking about the right one. That's a pretty cool looking one. I've had my eye on that one. Let's see, the Charade Boneyard. I'm not sure I'm familiar with that one, but that sounds interesting. I I need to get a couple more charades to review. I They released, I don't think it was this year, maybe a couple year last year. They released their heritage line. It's like, some of their classic models of D2 steel, and I keep meaning to get some of those on the channel, but they just keep getting pushed back by other stuff. Um, Angela, a lot of people in here I don't know. Hey, we're all friends here. Welcome. It's great to have you here. Thanks for Byron Kennedy. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Awesome. Yeah, the small one, easy carry. Cool, cool. Don't have anything great to carry yet. You know what? That's where we all kind of start. In fact, right now I'm sitting next to a box full of a bunch of knives I started collecting when I was a teenager. And I started off getting my knives from Tractor Supply and Ace Hardware, and none of them are great. And a lot of them were pretty trash. But we all got to start somewhere, and that initial love of knives eventually blossomed into something beautiful and expensive. Angela, I like your content. Thank you. I hope it's good. I try to make watchable stuff at least. Todd Carr is carrying the Leatherman Surge, Gerber Dime, and Shard. Okay, so I know the Gerber Dime. Sure familiar with the Gerber Shard. The SD Classic, awesome. A 3-inch carabiner knife, Cold Steel 8010. Awesome, awesome. I've got my 8010 Tonto, my 8010 Light Tonto right here. Love the 8010. Kaiser Escort and 20 CV. I need to review the Escort or the Drop Bear. I saw them on sale during the holidays for really good prices. I probably should have jumped on some of them. Maybe I still will. The Tempest Microburst. I want to get some Tempest Knives stuff too. Cool channel over there, and yeah, definitely some very interesting design language. The Papa Bear Knives Pocket Lucky Fixie. Not familiar with that one. Olight 1, IR2, and the I3T. I need to expand my flashlight collection. Ace King says a sharp blade of any steel will do for most people. Honestly, it will. My grandpa, he uses his pocket knife, more than just about anyone else I know, and it's an Ozark Trail. It's a little Ozark Trail knife, and he just sharpens it every night. Uses it throughout the day, and yeah, it goes dull, but he sharpens it up at night, and then he's had a couple of them. When he sharpens the blade away, he tosses it aside and gets a new one. So a lot of people do that. That's how I did it for a long time growing up. And yeah, if that's the way it works for you, do it. Rest Knife Lover says, I used to carry an electrician's knife and a box cutter for years. Yeah, a lot of us, before we become enthusiasts, a lot of us start out as just general knife users. We've got jobs that we need to use a knife for, and eventually we just deep dive into the other side of it. Knife Candy says, I need a Cold Steel 8010. Yes, you do. Everyone does. I, I think the Cold Steel 8010 is the most comfortable folding knife in existence. It's hand melting ergonomics. Such a great knife. Such a great, great knife. Um, Hopefully get back to work soon. Definitely got my eyes on some cool stuff. Just need the funds. Yeah, yep, that's the thing. That's the thing. Microburst on sale is a great knife. I have to go and look at one of those. I got an old Kershaw, need some work though. Yeah, heck, Kershaw's a great brand. Honestly, that's where I send a lot of first timers. I think Kershaw is very, very friendly to new people. A Kershaw knife is a great place to start for people. But the great thing about Kershaws too is that they age well. And you can start with a Kershaw when you don't know anything about knives, and then the more you learn, the more you get into knives, you realize, oh, this Kershaw's still pretty cool. So I like that. Tape Goodridge, good afternoon to you too. Rusty Knife Lover saying, consider the Ultimate Hunter. Yeah, I have not reviewed the Ultimate Hunter. I don't own one. I knew a guy who had an Ultimate Hunter. I handled it a couple of times, and is a very nice knife. And they come in at like 110 bucks. S35N and G10. Holy cow, that's value right there. I definitely need to get one of those. I love cold steel, so always the Todd Carr always either has a Cold Steel Format Scout or 8010 and S35N in the pocket. Can't go wrong with either one. Um, couple summers back, when I was working up in the mountains, I carried the 4 Max a ton, and the way I'd carry it was kind of as a fixed blade replacement. If I was climbing up these mountains and stuff, and I had my chainsaw, had my tool belt, and I didn't really have room for a fixed blade, throw the 4 Max Scout in my pocket, and if I needed, to do fixed blade stuff, that knife can handle it. So, love the 4 Max, absolutely love it. Richard Kasner says he had a Kaiser Escort, Chavez Chubb Slippy, a Chavez 229 kickstop diamond texture from Fanatic Edge. Ooh, ooh, that sounds awesome. And the Serpent's Run Customs modded tactile turn bolt action pin. Interesting. You know, my dad loves pins. He absolutely loves pins. For as long as I've been alive, I remember my dad. He just loved pins. That's what we give him for Christmas all the time. One of these days, I'm gonna get him a tactile turn pin. I think he would really, really like it. All right. Very good knife company, Roughneck. Okay, I've been seeing on Tim School of Fish's channel, he's been showing off a lot of stuff from Very Good Knife Company. I had never heard of them. They just kind of came out of nowhere. And I went and looked at their site a little bit and very interested in what they're doing. Looks like a very interesting channel or brand. Definitely want to give them a look. All right. Well, we got a good group of people in here. Let's go ahead and start going through some of the Q&A stuff that was asked in the video. And I guess this is as good a time as any to say, if you guys have not entered into the giveaway yet, there's a link in the description of this live stream. Click that link, go to that video. I'm not going to make you watch the whole thing. I'll tell you right now how to enter is um, ask me a question or tell me the video that made you subscribe to the channel. If you do one of those two things, you're entered into the giveaway. And yeah, that's what we'll be drawing from. Okay, let's see here. Getting everything pulled up. Yeah, 22 people in here. That's awesome. That's awesome. I can't remember it's been almost a year since my last live stream. I can't remember what our record was at that one, but maybe we'll break it today. In fact, we might have already broken it. G-Ball, hey, how's it going? Great to see you. Awesome. And Goondox, awesome. How you doing? Cool, cool. Paul Casper's here from Tim School of Fish. Awesome. Tim's a great guy. For all of you, if you haven't subscribed to Tim School of Fish, you're missing out. He is a fantastic channel. Kind of came out of the blue for me one day. I was watching stuff, and then there's this guy with this big beard talking about knives. And yeah, he's awesome. He's awesome. He's super funny too. So definitely, definitely a great guy. And I'm glad that he's been sending people over here too. So hope I can send people his way as well. Tommy Boy says he's entered so many giveaways. Be so grateful to win. Yeah, yeah. I hope this is a smaller giveaway than like a lot of the Metal Complex stuff, which I enter into every single Metal Complex giveaway. I'm like, might as well. If I win something, that's free stuff for me to review. So yeah, good luck to everybody. We'll see. We'll see. Um, watch Tim all the time. Yeah, definitely. Um, Angelo has one new knife they won over a month ago, the CRB Pyrite. Yeah, that's a great knife to win. Honestly, any any free knife is a good knife, but if it's going to be the pyrite, that's you're on top. It's a great, great knife. I've got mine here somewhere, I think in this little pouch. I've actually got here's my pyrite XL, which by the way, this knife's an exclusive. It's probably one of the prettier knives I got this year. I absolutely love this knife. It's so so sexy. Alrighty. Do you like any traditional knives? I do. I do like traditional knives. In fact, right here, sitting next to me, I have this Rough Rider Rhino toe. Um, I think I've got another Rough Rider actually right here. This is a Rough Rider Trapper. I do like traditional knives a whole lot. And for about a year ago, I was on a really big traditional knife kick, and I wanted to get into another one. But I haven't had a chance to handle any like jack wolves or things like that, but I definitely do like traditional knives. When I was a kid, I thought traditional knives, like the case knives, were the epitome of quality. I thought that was the best knife you could get, and I've got a couple of cases that When I graduated high school, for example, my great aunt gifted me a case trapper, which was I think that was probably my first Grail knife. It's got the yellow scales. I love that knife a whole lot. And then my dad, my grandpa, and I all have matching case Stockmans that have the patriotic Kronite handles, which those beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, CJRB does have some great knives at affordable prices. Yes. Yeah, Rusty, the Rosecraft blades, I see I'm looking at a lot of their stuff, they look so, so good. I'm definitely they are on the list of knives I want to get on the channel in 2024. There's a couple of things going into every year, there's a couple of things that I try to get on the channel, things I try to showcase, and in 2024, Rosecraft blades is at the top of the list. Both their traditionals and some of their, more, modern knives. I really, really like a lot of stuff they do. I want that Jackal, it's got green on it, so yeah, oh my goodness. Every single Jackal that's come out, I have liked. Um, they're just there's something about them. They just they scratch an itch, right? I made a video a couple months back about traditional knives and why we're so drawn to them, and that video was kind of inspired by just every time I see Jack Wolf knives on Instagram, I'm like, "There's something about that that just satisfies me." So, yeah. Oh, you almost bought the round tone, like, it was sold out? Yeah, that's a shame. This is a really nice knife. I reviewed this more than a year ago. The one thing I the one complaint I have about it is I think it actually would have been better with just one blade. This little knife here, the little secondary blade, not the best ergonomically. If you get that out of the way, this thing is just man, that'd be a powerful, powerful cutter. But I really, really like this thing. It's a very, very cool knife. The Reserve series, I have another one of theirs that's not with me right now, and I gifted one to my dad. They are incredible value. Just super well built traditionals, D2 steel, and they all come in like, you know, between the 45 $60 price point. Really, really cool. Um, Carried the 110 for years in my back pocket. I could pull it and flip it open in one move. Now I can't find my pocket. You know, speaking of pulling it out and flipping it open in one move, I've seen people do that in movies and stuff. And I've never tried to do it myself. I personally don't own a 110. I think that's actually one of the questions we're going to answer if I ever get to them. But my dad has a 110. I remember, when I was a kid, he'd have that out and stuff. And pulling it out and flicking it open, never tried that. Maybe I should. Um, Last two knives I customized, really like how they turned out. The Manix 2 and CPM M4 with applied weapons technology scales, and the Ojumbo in M4 with DNA lasering scales. So I'm wanting to get uh, some original goat scales for my 8010 light. I think that'd be really, really cool. Um, Original Goat is another company that just kind of came out of nowhere for me. What was it? I don't know, a while ago. And yeah, been really, really impressed by a lot of stuff they do. All righty. Um, wow, already 18 minutes in. Time flies when you're having fun, I guess, right? Um, Pinch the blade and drop the handle. Buckwinton opens quickly that way. Yeah, I guess that's a pretty good way to do that. Kind of that gravity drop. I remember watching one movie. Oh, what was it? A few years back. I can't remember what it was. Not a real great movie. It had Tom Holland and Daisy Ridley in it. It was kind of a sci-fi movie about. Anyways, I can't remember what it was. Not that great of a movie, but I remember Tom Holland's character. He would hunt with a buck knife. He'd hunt squirrels with it. And in one scene, he pulls out his pocket and like opens it and almost like an automatic, but it's not automatic, and throws it and pins this squirrel to a tree. And I remember watching that scene and just thinking, how did he do that? How did he do that? It's a weird scene for me. But I mean, there's a lot of weird scenes in movies when it comes to knives. And I found myself paying attention to knives that are used in movies and TV shows. For example, just recently, I've been watching season 2 of Reacher, and there's a assassin character who kills people using a Kershaw leak, which I find to be kind of funny. Um, just things you notice as knife people, right? I remember when I watched The Walking Dead, I was like, "Oh, Rick's carrying a spider, a southern grind spider monkey now." That's funny. Um, let's see. I remember that scene. I love Reachers. It's a badass show. Yeah, Reacher is a fantastic show. I really really love that show. Um, Harry 4x4, my first Buck 110 I bought in the 80s, got stolen in the 90s. I finally replaced in 2008. Oh, don't get me started on stolen knives. My Cold Steel SRK that I've had for 3 years got stolen a couple months back in October, and man, I miss it. And of course, it's an SRK. I already replaced it. It's not that that much money, but the fact that it was a knife that just I had so much memories with. That's what kind of hurt. It was it's a shame. People just shouldn't steal stuff. I watch movies, shows, and on knife related YouTube videos, and I pause the video to check out the knives. Me too. Me too. We're weirdos, guys. We're just weirdos. If you're obsessed with knives, you fall pretty solidly into the category of weirdo. Let's see. The Hunted was an awesome knife movie. Have you seen that? Sounds familiar. I love movies. I've seen a lot of movies. I'm sure I remember that one. I might not have seen that one. Seen the leak in Magna Cut? Yes, I have. In fact, I was gonna get a Magna Cut link because I want to test out Magna Cut, but then I saw they were releasing the Blur in Magna Cut, and I think I'm gonna hold out for that because it's a little bit bigger knife. I can maybe do a little more testing. But yeah, that's really really cool, and they're not even that expensive, um, which is kind of surprising. Uh, what else we got here? Lost my Buck 110 in a move. My dad gave it to me. I'll place it someday. Yeah, yeah. It's those knives you've got sentimental connection to that hurt the most when you lose them. That sucks. I've lost things in moves too, and it's horrible. Steve Eiler detest thieves. Yeah, me too. Me too. Absolutely detest them. All right. Let's go ahead and start answering some of these questions. uh, and if I can get them pulled up here, answer some of these questions, then we'll give a knife away, or maybe we'll do a giveaway right now. We're already 20 minutes in, so maybe it's time to. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and do that. We're gonna go ahead and give away the first prize because why the heck not, right? So the first prize is the Miguron Mo, and this one is in really great condition. Even is going to be coming with a very fancy mirror polished edge done by me. This knife is really, really awesome. A lot of people love this knife. I wasn't as impressed by it this year, and that's why I think it's a great knife to give away. It just didn't work out in my hands, but I know a lot of people were just going gaga over the Mayoral. So now one of you gets to have one. So grab the ye olden laptop up here. I'm not sure if I mentioned it already, but for whoever wins this, my email is in the description of this live stream. Send me an email over there. I'll do some little tests to make you prove you are who you say you are, and then I will have your prize sent to you. All right, so we're going to be pasting the link. There we go. We're using the YouTube comment picker. Let's see, what filters do I want to put on here? We're not going to add replies. We're going to filter duplicate users. We're not going to filter by words or hashtags. Um, okay, get YouTube comments. See how many comments we got. Oh, and I got to prove that I'm a human. 7 plus 7 equals 14 last time I checked. Is it going to let me do it? Okay, get YouTube comments. All right, 58 comments. So you have a 1 in 58 chance of winning tonight. So odds are in your favor. Let's go ahead and go. Where's the button where we. There we go. Okay. Here's the start button. Let's pick a winner. I won. I thought I said filter replies. Okay, so I drew myself. How did that happen? In one of my replies. Okay, we're not going to add comment replies. That's a mistake I made. Okay, so obviously I'm disqualifying myself for, yes, obvious reasons. All right, let's pick another winner because I don't want to win. Let's see. Bluminati Ninja. Awesome. Congrats on 2K. What knife company are you looking forward to bringing the heat in 2024? All right. Great question. What knife company am I looking forward to bringing the heat? Honestly, I gotta say CGRB/Artisan. I think that they this year have had the biggest um improvement, right? They have really stepped up their game, and I get excited every time I hear that they're doing something new. So in 2024, I'm really looking forward to seeing what Artisan and CJRB do. So Bluminati Ninja, awesome. You won the Miguron Moyaro. So I'll be sending you this. Email me. Email is in the description. I'll be sending you this knife, and I'll also send along some random Doomedads, maybe some stickers. I'll throw in a couple of rocks or fossils, all kinds of good Gideon stuff. So awesome. Thank you, Bloomin' Ninja. Do I have my pencil right here? Take a screenshot of that. Screenshot. There we go. And I'll remember Bluminati won. Okay, good deal. Awesome. Okay. All right. Let's see here. I got behind on chat. Let's see what I missed while we were looking at winners, if I can. There we go. That's what we want. Okay. Okay. Maybe it's not going to let me go back. We'll see. But yes, congratulations, Bluminati. Very, very cool. And we got 28 people in here. Nice. Okay, let's start answering some of these questions. All right, so the first question we have is from John Rost, who's a longtime viewer of the channel. Love John. I see him all the time on other people's channels as well, which is really fun to me when I'm watching other YouTube channels and I see, some of my viewers over there. I'm like, it's awesome. John Rost, best channel on YouTube. Thank you. I that's high praise. I hope to live up to that. So excited for you. Thank you. Me too. Excited for me. What's your favorite knife brand? It's a tough question. Honestly, I think based on the knives that I review and the ones that I just tend to enjoy, like CJRB is definitely on there. Camillus, I love Camillus. I think Camillus is awesome. And I feel like, especially since they're making knives that are like 15 bucks. It's cool. Um, and then I also really, really enjoy Dimco and Cold Steel. I love Cold Steel. Actually, so Dimco is probably my favorite USA-based brand. Cold Steel is probably my overall favorite knife brand. I really, really love Cold Steel. And Blue Nine says I was elbows deep in my car. Well, you won, so congratulations. All right. So yeah, Cold Steel. That's my favorite. All right. Eric T 149 says, first of all, congratulations on 2,000 subs. I'm happy to be one of them. I'm happy you're one of them too. It's great to have you guys here. I only just subscribed about a month ago after watching your Edge to Edge Spyderco Tenacious versus the Kubi Tedious video. Yes, it's a fun video. I made that about a year ago, or was it earlier this? No, it was about a year ago. I need to do more Edge to Edges. I haven't done one in a while, and I really enjoy uh, doing Edge to Edge videos. They're very, very fun. You've quickly become one of my favorite knife review channels. Thank you. I really appreciate that. That's fun. The background scenery and geological info given in your videos is a little something extra. Hope to see the channel continue to grow. Yeah, I like to include a little bit of everything I'm into on this channel, little sprinkles of stuff. That's why it's called Gideon stuff. Now I'm giving you guys little sprinkles of stuff. Ninja, your postman is gonna be pissed after all the packages you won. You know what? Maybe moving on Ninja is just rubbing his lucky rabbit's paw or something. Roasty Knife Lover, he's saying that based on his collection, he likes Spyderco but loves Hogue and Cold Steel too. Kind of upset about the price hikes on Benchmade. Yeah. Yeah. Benchmades. Yeah. I want to review some Benchmades. I really, really do, but they've just, you know, I don't think anyone's just gonna send me a Benchmade. Definitely Benchmade won't. And I've been wanting to save up to buy a Benchmade, but there's stuff that's kind of honestly cooler. And I hate saying that because I'm rooting for Benchmade. I love them. They're a USA made company. We'll get them on the channel one of these days. All right, so our next comment is going to be from Max Gortmaker 3544. Good work, my guy. Happy to be a part of your journey and love to view your content. Yeah, this none of this would be possible without any of you guys. So, yeah, thank you for helping me along. If I was to ask one question, it would be, what prehistoric creature would you have as a pet? Congrats on finishing through the semester. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Thank you. What prehistoric creature would I have as a pet? Hmm, that's a really, really good question. I think a lot of people would expect me to just say dinosaur, but I'm gonna have to go with this little pterosaur that's called an Orognathus, and they're absolutely adorable. They're like the size of a chipmunk. They're tiny, and they've got these big eyes and a short face, and they're just absolutely they're just so cute. They're so cute. I don't know if I could show a picture. You know what? We're gonna Google one real quick, and I'll show you guys a picture because it it'd be an amazing little pet. It'd be an amazing little pet. Um, let's see. While I'm doing that, what else is going on here? I love the performance to price ratio that Cold Steel brings to the table. Yeah, absolutely. I do too. I think a lot of people underestimate Cold Steel's AUS 10. AUS 10 is a steel that I'm generally okay with, anyways, but Cold Steel does it just so well. And the analogy I use in all my videos, you guys have probably heard me say this a billion times, is it reminds me of a slightly tougher VG10 with a little less corrosion resistance. I get edge retention very similar to VG10. The toughness, in my experience, is a little bit higher, and the corrosion, I've rusted AUS 10 a little easier than I've rusted VG10, but they're very comparable, and I honestly prefer AUS 10. I think it's fantastic. Russian Knife Lover, Hogue Ritter RSK MK1-G2, and the Mini RSK MK1-G2 are my top 5 knives. Yeah, I love Hogue. I've got the Hogue Deca, and it's pretty fantastic. Um, let's see here. Why won't Benjamin send you some to review? Because I'm a small fish. I mean, I guess I could probably ask him, but I don't really. Yeah, but that's a good question, Harry. Maybe I'll just send him a message and be like, "Hey, send me someone to review." We'll see. You know what? All I can do is ask, right? Good question. Blue deserves every win with how generous he is. Yeah, yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. I'm glad to send him a knife. Um, Todd Carr says, "Crap, hit by an ad." Yeah. Okay. So when I was setting up the stream here on YouTube, it was telling me like, okay, what ads, how many ads do you want in the stream? And I was like, none. But they won't let me set that as an option. So I set them the option to conservative is what they have. It's like, you twist it, you put conservative, and they said that was the least amount of ads. So we'll see what happens. I'm sorry about that. Um, what knife would you recommend for under $50? Maybe a 14C28N. Under $50. Um, honestly, Syncut is a great place to go. A lot of stuff that you get from Syncut is going to be D2 or 9CR, which are both fine steels, but D2 is not stainless, and 9CR doesn't have quite the toughness or edge retention of 14C28N. Of the pyrites from CJRB, they're just under $50, and they have AR RPM 9, which is steel that I think is, I would put it in 14C in kind of the same category. But other than that, get a CJR Civivi Riffle. They're on sale right now because they've been discontinued. If you can get one cheap, I've seen them on sale for like $30. That's the way to go. Cold Steel Austin is underrated. It is. It absolutely is. And that's why when I did the review of the 8010 Tonto here, I said that this might be the best value hard use knife you can get. And I stand by that. The $85 for this is honestly a steal. It's a steal. Spinnaker is my favorite brand organ knife guy, but my top two knives in my collection are the Sabenza 31 and Medford Slim Midi. Nice. Nice, nice. Benjamin doesn't support the knife community. Well, I haven't had any experience with them. Harry says, "Worst they can say is no." That's right. Worst they can say is no. Worst they can say is no. Um, um, the riffles on clearance at Blade HQ really cheap. Yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah, that's what I said. Definitely go and grab one of those before they're all gone. I've got a riffle laying around here somewhere. At one point, it was one of my most carried knives ever. I love that thing. Love it. Someone else is saying get the mini beluga from Petrified Fish, under $50 and 14C. That is a good one. I have a large beluga. Actually, maybe I don't anymore. I think I gave it away. Anyways, I had one, and it was pretty cool. I liked it. I need to try out the small one. For the XC 15 bucks, the 8010 better go with S35 yen. That's true. Although it's not always an extra 15 bucks. Like on Amazon, you can get 8010s in S35 yen for like, around $100. But most places they go for like 135 to 150. But that's still a great value. Absolutely still a great value. Formax Scout was on sale at Track Supply for $91. Yeah, that's not bad. It's interesting though. I'll tell you something, Harry. If you look on Amazon, or even if you look on like Blade HQ and stuff, if you see the Formax Scouts that aren't the Stonewash blade with the black groovery handles, the one that I've got, they have black blades with green handles and orange handles and brown handles, and they're for like 75 bucks. So I'm not sure what the difference is, but there they are. Riffle's a great slicer. Paid 115 for mine last week. Yeah, I saw the Formax Scout in Track Supply. In the hard package, 115 bucks. It's a great knife to have around, no matter what you pay for it. It's going to last you forever. So, and Todd Carson's Formax Scout is $50 at Midway USA. Midway USA does some insane deals on cold steel's like insane. If you're there's a cold steel that you've been saving up for, periodically check in with Midway and see if they got it on sale. The other day, I almost bought a SRK in 3V that they had for like $100, which pretty fantastic deal. I pulled up my picture of the Anora Gathus thing right here. There you go. See, he's so cute. He's so cute. He is so cute. Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. HQ has some ridiculous sales going on right now. Lots of super great deals. Yeah, end of the year sales. They can go pretty hard. You can find some pretty great stuff if you look. All right, let's get back to answer some of these questions here. We might be here all night, guys. Keep being distracted. Um, Yo Jumbo and M4 for 169. That is crazy. Yep, SRK and 3V for 100 and 4 Max Elite S35M for 200. Yeah, that's awesome. Wow. Yeah, Midway, they're just great. Alrighty. Oh, our next comment here is actually from Tim Schoolfish. He says, "Heck yeah, bro! Congratulations! Very generous giveaway, my friend. Merry Christmas, brother. Merry Christmas to you too, Tim Schoolfish. I know Christmas is past, but it's still holiday season, so Merry Christmas." Stranos Savar. I'm not going to say all these usernames right. I'm just going to let you guys know. But this is a long-time viewer. I recognize him. I subscribed to your channel after watching the Kaiser Slicer disassembly and rant. That was so entertaining. Congrats on more than 2,000 subscribers. You certainly deserved it. That's an old video. So that was a video that I made in kind of the early days of the channel. And at the time, I was living in this apartment, and it was in the middle of the pandemic. And I was all alone in this apartment. I was still trying to go to school, but everything was like online and stuff. Couldn't find a job because everything was closed down. I got pulled into this pyramid scheme briefly. It's a whole thing. But I was living in this little apartment. I was so depressed. I got this Kaiser slicer, and I was so excited because this was like the first knife I bought in like forever. I got this Kaiser slicer, and something went wrong with it. I can't remember what it was, but I tried taking it apart, and the disassembly was an absolute mess. It was a garbage fire, and I spent like 40 minutes just bitching and moaning and complaining. And then I got so embarrassed because the designer of the slicer, oh, what's his name? Mikhail, I can't remember what his name is. Oh gosh, I'm drawing a blank. He commented on that video, and I was this is kind of the first time a designer had seen my review of one of their products, and he commented. He's like, "Oh, that was weird." And I was like, "Oh goodness," I felt so embarrassed, and this was kind of when I was fresh into reviewing stuff, and now I've gotten better at if I notice something's wrong, I gotta say it, right? Gotta say it. Um, did he answer my Bison Anticus question yet? No, I have not gone haywire. I have not answered that question. I remember reading that one. That's a fan flipping tastic question. Love that question. Rest Knife Flavor says, I've been watching you for a while. Not sure how long. Yeah, yeah, it's been a while. Jimbus Maximus, dang, I missed it. No, we still have 2 packs, 2 giveaway things to give away. We have 2 prizes to give away. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. Alrighty, so our next comment is from Colby Venable, 8193. Congratulations on 2,000 subscribers. Thank you. That's awesome. Thank you for taking the time to create the great content that you do. It's I create this content because it's fun for me, and I'm glad that you guys enjoy this. That's an added bonus. Have you owned or handled any Tucson products? If so, what are your thoughts on the brand? Yeah, generally, I have very positive thoughts on Tucson. I think they give you some pretty good quality for the price. That being said, I haven't seen a Tucson in a while that I've been really interested in. And I've definitely seen some of their prices not be super competitive, but generally I love Tucson. One of my favorite knives of all time is a Tucson. I've actually got it back there. I'm not gonna go grab it. I almost cut my finger off with that knife. It's a Tucson TS 301. Love that knife. You know what? I am gonna go grab it. I'll be right back. All right, here we go. Tucson TS 301. I love this knife. This thing is fantastic. I almost cut my finger off with it. I still have a huge scar here and no feeling in the end of my finger thanks to this knife. But this is a fantastic knife. I really, really love this thing a whole lot. Really great knife. So generally, my thoughts on Tucson are pretty positive, but I have not reviewed one in quite a while. Let's see here. Moving on, Tommy Boy 8341. I know you're in the chat. There you are. Uh, it's been amazing watching you grow. Been here for about a year or so. Awesome. Excuse me. So congratulations on 2K. And what brought me here was your SK5 Cold Steel. My question is, what was it that got you into this EDC world? What inspired you? So I've always been into knives. I've always loved knives. I think a lot of young boys do. But growing up, I grew up on a farm. I grew up ranching. And so knives just kind of always around. My dad's a veterinarian, and so he always had knives that he would use, yeah, for his practice and stuff. And I was in Boy Scouts when I was little, so I remember getting my first pocket knife. And eventually, when I became a teenager, it just kind of exploded where I wanted to buy knives. Whenever I got money from, I used to work as kind of handyman around town and stuff. And when I get money from those jobs, I would run down to Big Five or something, and me and my cousin would buy knives. And they were not great knives. Um, like I said, I've got this big box of stuff sitting here with knives that I bought when I was a teenager, including this monstrosity. Um, which has the rattliest handle now. But yeah, stuff like this was my pride and joy when I was a teenager. I absolutely loved this thing. And then it just kind of escalated. When I got to college, um, I got into knife YouTube and it was all downhill from there. It was all downhill from there. Da, 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 da. Todd Carr, would it be cool if YouTube told you how long you're subbed to a channel? That would be cool. I wonder if I have the ability to do that. If I like go through a list of all my subs, if I can see how long they've been subscribed. Maybe I'll try and do that one these days. Tucson depends on the model, but some are bangers for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Colby Venable, awesome. Thanks. Good to see you, man. I have only one Tucson, the 269, and I'm really impressed with it. Yeah, Tucson at its best is fantastic. It really is. I like their titanium stuff a lot more than their budgety stuff. I've handled some of their budgety stuff, and actually, I have a Tucson right here. I did review a Tucson recently, actually, and this is one that well, it's double wrapped. I've never opened this one. I actually ended up with 2 of these through an error, but this is one of their budgety ones, which is a pretty cool knife. I gave the other one I reviewed to one of my friends, who's another geologist. He lost it, so I'm gonna give him this one too. There we go, to replace it. Tucson's M390 is like S35BM, but still the price reflects that. Yeah, I don't really have a problem with Tucson's performance. Jimbus Maximus, do you still have your first knife? And what was it? I do actually. I do have my first knife. There it is. Oh, we're getting down in the weeds. This was my first knife. This was given to me by my dad when I was, I think, 7, and it has, this little blade, little file, little pair of scissors, tweezers, toothpick, and it came from an auto shop that was in our town. And I put this little key on it when I was a kid. I have no idea what this key opens anymore. I think it used to open this little John Deere lockbox I had, but I have no idea where that is. I don't even know sure what I kept in there. But yeah, that was my very first knife. Yeah, cool one. Um, Paul Casper, am I entered? Let's see here. I saw you said you put a comment. Yes, you are entered. You are entered. No worries, bud. Let's see here. Tommy boy, my dad, may he rest in peace. Rest in peace. He gave me my buck 110 and it went from there. So I'm sad I lost it. Now I come back if the knife roll just sucks. I lost my job, my blades. Yeah, hey, heart goes out to you, man. That sucks. That really, really sucks. I'm sorry about that. Um, as someone who has been in that position of, between jobs and yeah, it sucks. And yeah, may your dad rest in peace. So sorry that the buck 110 got stolen. Gideon, about how many knives do you own? More than I should, but not all the ones that I want to. So, yeah. All right, let's continue answering some of these questions, and here in a little bit, we'll give away another prize. This question is from Pretty Fly for a Knife Guy. Awesome, been seeing him in the chat. Congratulations on 2K. What is your favorite fossil or rock you've personally found in the wild? Oh, good heavens. That is a very, very tough question. I found some good stuff. Uh, I found dinosaur bones. I found mammal fossils. Um, when it comes to rocks, I found fantastic books of mica. I found great feldspar crystals. I found some earlier this year, back in like October, I think. I was down in this vanadium mine. I found some vanadite, which was absolutely gorgeous. Um, I found lots of pretty spectacular fluorite. I got a piece of pegmatite right here that's actually pretty cool. It's got some really awesome mica and some big feldspar chunks, but I don't know what my favorite thing I found is. It's a very hard question. I have to think hard about that. So I'm going to look at just what I have here on my desk and just pick my favorite thing that I have here. And it's probably this smooth rock here. And this might not look like much, but this is actually a gastrolith. And this is from the Jurassic. I found this in a Jurassic formation. And what gastroliths are they're stones that dinosaurs would swallow to help grind up food in their stomach, just like chickens do today. Chickens, pick up a little tiny piece of rock and they swallow their food whole, and then the stomach muscles churning grinds that food with the rocks in their stomach and helps them to digest it. And so sauropod dinosaurs back in the Jurassic, they couldn't chew; they only had teeth in the front, and so they just rake plant material off of vines and branches and stuff, and they'd swallow it whole, and then they'd have all these rocks in their stomach that would grind it up. And so this rock here is smooth because it was polished in the gut of a dinosaur. So that's my coolest rock that I have on the desk right now. So I love that one. Great question. Great question. Byron Kennedy says YouTube does tell you click on the perks button. It will tell you years and months subbed. Oh, awesome. There you guys go. There you guys go. Tommy Boy says there's no such thing as too many. I would agree with you. I know some people who would not. Paul Casper says, I think everyone has had or still has a buck 110. A lot of people have. Gone Haywire says, dinosaur? Yes, dinosaur. Yep, this was in the belly of a dinosaur. And yes, I have found dinosaur bones before. There are a bunch. Henry 4x4 says, Gideon doesn't have a 110. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, you ratted me out, man. Yeah, I don't have a 110. I don't. My dad does, but I do not. So my collection is not complete. I'll have to get one of those. Rich Knifler says that he doesn't own the first two knives. That he doesn't own his first two knives: a fixed blade clip point with a bone saw on the back and a Victorinox camper. Awesome. He's replaced Victorinox, but I haven't been able to find the fixed blade. Yeah. Knife County says that his favorite rock is Jasper. Yeah, there's a lot of places that I like to go to find Jasper. Um, there's a couple of hills here in New Mexico that has pretty good little Jasper deposits. Da, 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 da. Holy smokes, a dinosaur grid. Yep, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. Like a chicken in their gizzards. Yep. Yep, and birds still do that. Absolutely. Yeah, it's really, really cool. And you go out, I was actually out in this area for a geologic mapping project. So we're out there and we're mapping these different rock units, and it was such an amazing place. It's this huge anticline, and you can walk throughout the entirety of the Mesozoic. You start in the center. The oldest rocks are Triassic formation, the Chinle. And you can walk up out of the Triassic and in the Jurassic. And in the Jurassic, you have some of the most classic Jurassic geology out there: the Morrison Formation, brushy basin member, other things. And you can walk out of the Morrison into the Cretaceous, the Dakota Sandstone, the Menko Shale, and it's just wonderful to walk through 130 million years of geologic time in one place. But you go out there and you're walking through Morrison formation stuff, and you'll see these rocks coming out of the surface being eroded up, and they look so out of place. There's nothing else like them, and they're these little smooth rocks. And yeah, those are dinosaur gastroliths. They're amazing. It's so cool. Um, I found Clovis, but no bison or dinosaur. Yeah, Clovis points. That is really, really cool. Um, let's see here. Gideon, read my question from the comments. Love to know your favorite drive visit area in New Mexico. Okay, all right, we're getting to it. We'll get to the comments. And hey, TRW, Old Tonto guys here, $10. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Just because you make the best content on YouTube. Well, I appreciate that. We'll leave that up to debate, but I'm glad you think so. All right, let's get back to these questions. And actually, you know what? How many? We got 3 or 4 people in here. Let's give another prize away. I've been talking for a while. Let's give something away. You guys deserve it. Explora tus pasiones. Nope. No Facebook. I don't want any ads. Close. Okay. So Illuminati won last time. Let's pick another winner. And start. Alan Springer, 2074. Congratulations on 2K, Gideon. What's your grail knife? Okay, so Alan Springer, if you're in here, my email's in the description of this video. You won. Oh, I can tell you guys what we're giving away yet. Goodness gracious. Okay, so what did Alan Springer just win? He won a Cold Steel Kudu Light, brand new in box, and he won a CRKT Razel fixed blade, also brand new in box. So congratulations, Alan Springer. You have a week to email me and claim your prizes. What is my favorite Grail knife? What is my Grail knife? I've got a couple of knives that I consider to be Grails, but I think my Grail knife is probably a Hinderer Jurassic for obvious reasons. It's American made. It's an overbuilt folder. It's called the Jurassic. That's my Grail knife right now. Absolutely love the Hinderer Jurassic. So there we go. Yes, congratulations, Alan. Awesome. My email is in the description. You've got a week to email me. Cool, cool. Okay, let's continue with some of these questions. 8 Mustang 651 commented, well deserved. When are you gonna do more stuff like the Halloween episode? Love the content, bro. Keep it up. So this year, my Halloween episode was, if you guys haven't seen it, I did a review of a machete, which, yeah, right here, the Cold Steel Kukri machete, and I published it on Friday the 13th. So it's kind of a Friday the 13th / Halloween video, and in it, I had one of my one of my friends dress up as Jason, and basically just kind of beat the snot out of me throughout the whole video, and we did kind of a little um Friday the 13th spoof. It was pretty fun. I enjoyed it. I like making videos like that. They're so bad, right? The quality on them is absolute dog shit. But I love that about them. I love making low quality stuff. Sometimes it's like that campy, early YouTube sketch type of vibe. That's kind of what I go for. So I love making videos like that. I will have another one coming up one of these days. One of these days. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Next up, Synapse Canine. Great channel. I'm involved in canine search and rescue and have found all of your knife reviews incredibly useful. Yeah, they actually reached out to me on Instagram. Looks like a really, really awesome program there. So yeah, definitely check out Synapse Canine on Instagram. If you had to choose your top knife or top three for general out in the woods survival stuff, which would you choose? Number one, Cold Steel SRK, because I have used that knife for general out in the woods survival stuff. Love the SRK. Um, hmm. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm just gonna do the top SRK. SRK. That's the one. I love the SRK. That's a great knife. All right. Next up, let's look at it here. Anything? It says Zada Kim, did the giveaway close? Just commented a question. If it didn't close, would it be okay if you refresh the link so I'm entered or any others that's entered? Yeah, absolutely. You will be entered. Good deal. Thank you. Yeah, the giveaway is still open. We have not drawn the last prize yet, so yeah, we're still good to go on all that. And yeah, I see your comment. So awesome. We will go ahead and get that refreshed again. And when we do the last drawing, you will be in there. Awesome. Okay. Good deal. Good deal. Thank you. You're entered. Okay. And also, by the way, I hope I'm saying your name right. You also commented on my poll I did on the what is this blade shape? And I feel like I was saying your name wrong when I did the video. To Zadakim, is that how you say it? Or is it Zadakim? Zadakim? I don't know. It's a cool name, but yeah, I hope I'm not pronouncing it wrong. I don't want to be that guy. Alrighty. Next up, we got a question from Clifton Chase. Congratulations on reaching your 2,000 subscriber goal. Thank you. Have you ever been to upstate New York false hunting? I have not, but I would love to. We have mostly Devonian marine invertebrate fossils. I find them all the time. Yeah, yeah, a lot of that the East Coast stuff. Lots and lots of that Devonian, Pennsylvanian type stuff. In southern New Mexico, there's quite a bit of Pennsylvanian lithologies, and I go and I'll find mostly crinoids. There's this one spot I love going where they've got just heaps and heaps of crinoids. I found one of the biggest crinoids I've ever found was actually down there, like this big around, about that long. This nice stalk of it. It was fantastic, fantastic. But yeah, I have not been to upstate New York. Definitely want to get over there. All righty. Oh, and we got a comment here from Todd Carr. Going to give a little response to that. We will refresh the page again. Todd Carr says, congrats. Oh, that's 56 minutes ago. So yeah, you're entered. Congrats on 2K, man. Well deserved. Your channel is awesome. Thank you. Awesome giveaway as well. What's your opinion on the new Andrew Dimko free range knives in both Austin and Magna Cut? Thanks for the opportunity. Keep making things sharp things fun and enjoyable. Thank you. I like the free reign. I've actually got I have a full review on this guy. It's a two-parter video. It's very, very long. It's like a movie night. Sit down and get some popcorn and stuff. But this is my Austin version, which I like quite a bit. I feel like it was, they might be a little bit overpriced, but I like it quite a bit. The Magna Cup versions, that's another knife that I want to get my hands on in 2024 because I don't think they're as overpriced. And I want to get the clip point. They've got a couple. I think the clip point is their newest blade shape. They have the drop point Tonto. Now they've got the clip point, and so um, that's the way I want to. Yeah, I want to get one of those and test it. So I think they're pretty cool. Very comfortable handles. Very, very comfortable handles. Zadakim says somebody said it was correct. Zadakim, awesome, awesome. So cool, cool. All righty. Let's get to our next question. West B 123, 2K all the way. That's right, 2K all the way. I've been hunting arrowheads on and off in the creeks and rivers for close to 30 years, and I've found some pretty neat insect fossils and stones along the way. Awesome. I'm, however, holding out for a dinosaur before I start getting serious. I know some good spots to find dinosaur bones. Have you found any bison antiquus? They're on my grail list. So this is a great, great question. The answer is no, but I want to. There's a couple of places I know where I'll go looking in some Cenozoic fossil beds. And oh, look at that. I just found there's a thing I can click here. It's about to show an ad. I can click that and skip the ads. So I did that. You guys are welcome. Um, and yeah, so I go to these certain areas where there's Cenozoic fossil beds. the right age to find some of these bison and antiquus and stuff. And I have not found any, but what I have found is I found tapir jaws. I found some horse teeth, turtle shells, um, things like that. And a lot of it is not real great. Um, and I guess I should preface too by saying, normally you need a license to collect uh, vertebrate fossils. Since I'm with the geology department, I report my findings there, and so it's good stuff. But yeah, definitely want to find a bison fossil. That would be fantastic. Be amazing. But have not yet. Have not yet. Still looking. So there we go. He says me either. Yeah. I mean, fingers crossed, bud. We're both in there. Brian's video complex. What's your knife of the year, Gideon? My knife of the year. My overall knife of the year is the Civivi Vision FG. I made a video about that back around Christmas time. Love that knife. That's an amazing knife. For once, Civivi was doing something that I was genuinely interested in. What a great knife. Very, very cool. It definitely stands out in the knife world. Next question comes from Troutman Outdoors. Gideon, what's up? Not a whole lot. We're doing a live. It's been awesome. Still haven't caught up on vids since the past crazy summer, but I will catch up soon. I hope. Hey, you do what you gotta do. I understand life getting crazy. You take care of life. More live streams are a must, my dude. I wish I could do more live streams. I get so busy with research and work and stuff. It's hard for me to like decide I'm going to do. I definitely can't commit to a live stream schedule, but I want to start doing live streams eventually. Um, Congrats on 2K. Thank you. Hope your channel continues to prosper. Me too. I have one question. When will Buckshot Bella make a gallant return? So, for those of you who don't know, Buckshot Bella was a mannequin that I found out in the desert one day while I was hiking. Someone had taken this mannequin out into the middle of nowhere and shot it up with some shotguns. Actually, it was birdshot, but buckshot sounded better. And I picked that thing up and I made a stupid Halloween video. That was Halloween 2 years ago, I think. And yeah, Buckshot Bella is currently sitting in a little. There's this little playhouse that was built back at my parents' place, and I have Buckshot Bella sitting in there, waiting for her awful return. Um, I wrote a script for a video that I want to do with her about something. It's gonna be stupid, but I think it's gonna be really fun. I'll tell you a story. Buckshot Bella, she looks creepy as hell. She's terrifying. But shortly after finding her, I went to visit my parents for Thanksgiving, and I was driving home, and I gotta go through border patrol checkpoints as I drive home, and I thought it would be hilarious if I put that mannequin in my passenger seat and buckled it in, drove through the checkpoint. So I'm driving through, and I'm going through the checkpoint. I get up there, and I roll down my window. Normally, since I'm white as mayo, they're like, "Okay, yeah, you're good to go. You're definitely an American citizen. Go." So I pull up there, and the guy comes up to the window. He's like, "American citizen?" I'm like, "Yes, sir." He's like, "Go, whoa!" And he sticks his head in, and he looks at me. I just kind of shrug. He's like, "Get the hell out of here." It was pretty funny. I thought it was funny. I want to do it again, but I'm scared of getting punished. But yeah, that was a good one. Gone Haywire. I'm gonna try Oklahoma riverbeds for bison skull next summer. Yeah, probably a great spot to try. Love the FG. It's hard to beat. It's hard to beat. Better shooting at the mannequin than at you. Yeah, yeah. If you guys missed the video where a bunch of 12-year-old, not I guess they're high schoolers, but a bunch of delinquent children started shooting at me while I was trying to film a video, and anyways, that was yeah, children. That's awesome. Buckshot Billet. Yeah, it's crazy. James Maximus, just commented on your giveaway video. I'll try to keep up with your bids, but I missed that one. Been busy this week. Hey, guys, I understand. If you miss a video, there's no stress at all. I understand being busy. Kim says no cavity searching the mannequin. They did not. They did not. Kind of wish they had. That would have been funny. Search that mannequin, see if I'm trying to smuggle in a couple pounds of cocaine and a mannequin. Angelo says, "Hit the like button." Yes, hit the like button. And Theo Von X says, "Kids these days." Yeah, kids these days. Yeah. Um. All right, we're gonna answer another question. The Swinging Axe says, "Congrats, man! I've enjoyed your channel for over a couple years now. Thank you. That Moyaro looks sick. Also, the TRM, they are. Dang, I agree. Question: do you prefer Benchmade or Spyderco? Spyderco. Spyderco. I prefer Spyderco. I've had more experience with Spyderco, so I have to say Spyderco. We had a talk about Benchmade earlier, so we're not going to rehash that. Um, Next question from Matt Harvey. Awesome. Also a longtime viewer. Congratulations on 2,000 followers. Great milestone for sure. It is a great milestone. Feels really awesome. Are you going to pursue any Grail knives this coming new year? Pursue any Grail knives? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We'll have to see what finances look like. I want to buy a Sharp by Design knife at some point. I see there's some available on certain sites for good prices, but I haven't had funds for them. So fingers crossed. We'll see. No promises, but we'll see. We will see. All right. Next question from Guillaume Barnaby, 99.8. Congrats on reaching the 2K milestone. Thank you. That's a big one. Sky's the limit now. You are absolutely right. Get me in for this giveaway. You're in. Any fantasy design you'd like to try in real life? Cheers. Any fantasy design I'd like to try in real life? Yes. Sting. The sword of Bilbo and Frodo Baggins. There we go. All right. Next up, Jimbus Maximus. Here's his comment. Awesome. Congrats on the subs. My question is, what is your preferred method of sharpening? Um, I made a short the other day about how I'm trying to get back into freehand sharpening. I think I prefer my fixed angled system for my folding knives, but for fixed blades, I find it's easier to do the freehand sharpen with my field adjust or something. So it kind of depends. I guess it kind of depends. I like the freehand sharpening because if you sharpen a knife freehand afterwards, you just feel like such a badass. Like, man, look at me. I'm such a man. But my work sharp precision adjust, it makes it so easy and simple, and you can get some beautiful edges on there. So yeah, depends. Next, a comment from Beefer Baron. Congrats on 2,000 subs. Thank you. Well done, my man. Thank you again. What's your favorite place you've been? Thanks for a great giveaway. My favorite place I've been. You know, hmm, I might go for the lame answer on this. I've been to Hawaii. I really enjoyed Hawaii and stuff. I've been like gosh, my family took a trip to the East Coast when I was in high school. We went to like DC and stuff. I enjoyed the museums over there. I've traveled quite a bit around the American Southwest, and kind of I guess the Northwest. Um, but my favorite place I've ever been, it's got to be somewhere in New Mexico. It's probably still a piece of land that my family owns up in the mountains here, up in the Rockies. That it's a beautiful piece of land. It's got a lot of memories. It was settled by my great 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 grandpa. So many hundred years ago, and so yeah, that's probably my favorite place I've ever been. I love it over there. All right, let's catch up on chat here. Theo Vaughn, I'm the Bushcraft homeschool guy. Oh, yes, I remember that question. We'll be getting to that one soon. Awesome. Good to see you in here. A lightsaber. Oh, you know what? You're right. A lightsaber. Yes, lightsaber. I would love to have a lightsaber. I would absolutely love to have a lightsaber. How did I not think of that? Thank you. Zonikim says, Serge Panchenko Thorn Gen 2 is my ultimate grail knife. It's small, rare, and expensive, but the design speaks to me so much. Serge Panchenko Thorn. I'm going to have to look that up. Angelo says, you have channel memberships turned on. Or turned off. Yeah, I haven't set up channel memberships yet because I'm not sure there's been a demand for them, and I'm also not sure. I want to set up some good perks. I've been thinking about this recently. I've been thinking about setting up like maybe early access to videos, maybe exclusive videos for members. Um, if you guys want me to set up channel memberships, I can do that. I think this is the first time someone's asked, so yeah, I mean, if there's interest for it, I'll definitely do it. I think that could be fun. So cool. Todd Carr says, "My ultimate grail is a full custom Demco 80/20 in both titanium and G10 scale, summer and winter." Well, ooh, yeah. The Demco 80/20S that I got to handle earlier this year, thanks to Sharpened Blade. Oh my goodness, what a knife! What a knife! Those things are fantastic. Theo Van X says Santa Rosa. Santa Rosa is is a pretty cool place here in New Mexico. You go out there to the bottomless lakes, go swimming in there, and it's yeah, it's fantastic. Pretty fly for a knife guy. He says, aren't the Superstition Mountains in New Mexico? Well, I think there's a couple places that I know that are called Superstition Mountain or the Superstition Mountains. And there's also one that are out in Nevada. But yes, I'm gonna say yes because I know of at least two places here in Mexico that are referred to either locally or colloquially as the Superstition Mountains. Responding to comments here. All right, what else we got here? My dream place is to go to Japan and get a real samurai sword. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. And to learn to forge it yourself, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. Yeah, Superstition Mountains are in Arizona. I think the ones you're thinking about are in Arizona. The ones I was thinking of is there's this one mountain in the Gila that's called Superstition Mountain. And then there's a small range up near Mora, New Mexico, that's also called Superstition Mountains, I think. But I think the Superstition Mountains you're thinking of are in Arizona. Um, G-Ball, been pondering it myself. Thinking of getting of a knife to get this year. I'm thinking of Dimco myself. Yeah, someone. New Mexico has some wild erosion, better than the Badlands. New Mexico has some just amazing geology. It's if you're interested in geology, paleontology, things like that, New Mexico is the place to be. It's pretty incredible. Yeah, Brian Vito's Complex says I think they're in Arizona. Yep. His bench made bug out reblades are sick too. His prices. Oh yeah, I'm talking about reblades by Transparent Knives. Yeah, one of these days I might try that. Might try that. Um, I love Preston Knife says I love my 80/20. Likely the most reviewed 80/20 around. It was first purchased by Kevin left EDC, then DTOM knives and gear, and then I purchased it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Are the 80/20s USA made? Yeah, they are. They are. The only thing with the 80/20s is this the 80/20 Slim. So as far as I remember, the handle is the same dimensions as a regular 80/20, but the blade is a lot thinner. And I absolutely love the one I reviewed. The one I reviewed was in CPMD 2, but man, the blade being that slicey, that thin, it was just such a slicer and it was so robust and it's a big knife. And so it was one of those knives that kind of walks the line between hard use and slicey performance. It was fantastic. If you get a chance to get one, I would definitely recommend it. They're amazing. Alrighty. Let's answer some more questions. Seth45DN says, congrats on 2K, brother. Been watching the channel since way back when you sent Lefty EDC a couple knives, including the CRKT Montosa. And actually, I sent Lefty EDC that Kaiser slicer we talked about earlier, the one that I had issues with, and he hated it, which I knew he would. Awesome content. I look forward to when you cut test outside. The cut test I have made kind of my channel staple, in my opinion. I absolutely love doing that. You live around a beautiful area. I go to a lot of beautiful places. What career path do you plan on taking in geology? Very interesting field of study. I'd say pretty complex. It can be. It has to be exciting. It is. But anyways, thanks for sharing your content and thanks for the opportunity to win any one of these dope prizes. Keep grinding, brother. Thank you. So yeah, my interest in geology is kind of varied. I start out more paleontology, which I'm still, really, really into, and that's probably what I want to go into career wise. But I'm also very, very interested in tectonics, and through the past year or so, I have realized I am a pretty great field geologist. I love doing mapping and surveying and being out in the hiking around, camping, being out in the field, just, doing science. So, there's a lot of stuff that I love about geology, but paleontology is my career goal, if you will. All right. Next up from Cameron. Congrats on the sub count. I don't remember the first few years I saw because it was at least a year ago. I've made a lot of videos. Thanks for all the content. You remind me of an Oregon County boy slash of an Oregon country boy slash dude. Thank you. I think one of my first comments was to you was asking if you were from Oregon. Yeah, I remember that. Thanks for the opportunity. What was the knife that got you into collecting? Yeah, so I do remember that comment, and yeah, not from Oregon. My mom actually lived in Oregon when she was younger. Beautiful up there in Oregon. The knife that got me into collecting, I actually have right here. CRKT Fossil. I bought this when I graduated high school, kind of a treat to myself. And I was like, whoa, this is so weird. It flips really well, but there's no spring assist because all I was used to at that point was spring assisted knives. And this got me down the rabbit hole of knife YouTube, watching reviews, and eventually here we are. So this is the knife and also the Gerber flat iron. Those are the two knives that you guys have to thank for this very live stream right here. But yeah, that was the knife that got me into collecting. All right. Dave Goodrich asked, "What got you into geology?" I have always loved rocks. I've always loved dinosaurs. I tell people too, when people ask me like what got me into paleontology, like most 5-year-old boys, I was obsessed with dinosaurs, and then I just didn't grow out of it. And yeah, with geology, when I was in high school, I did a little tour of the university that I was kind of wanting to go to, and I wanted to major in biology. Actually, my dad's a veterinarian; he's got degrees in biology, and this, that, and the other. And I was like, that'd be pretty cool. I like anatomy and things like that. But then while I was there, I did a tour of the geology department, and I met a couple of professors, and I realized this was where I belonged, and I haven't turned back since. I absolutely love geology. It's my passion, and yeah, I love it. Love it. Um, just popped. Oh, 1 minute knife review. Awesome. Just popped in 1 minute. Say congrats. Let me follow along on Instagram, but glad to see you doing well on here too. Yeah, and I have been slacking on Instagram, so I apologize to my Instagram followers because I have been terrible at Instagram lately. It's been bad. It's been bad. By the time I get done like editing videos and stuff, I upload my videos, schedule them out and stuff, and then I gotta like get back to doing work and school and research and stuff. And so I don't even think about doing Instagram anymore these days, and it's a shame. I need to get back into it. I need to get back into it. But thank you for stopping by 1 minute knife review. And I still watch a lot of your stuff. He was doing the short form knife content before YouTube Shorts became a thing. So he's a trailblazer. Da, 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 da. All right, let's see. Let's go on to our next question. This is from Shark Canadian. Congrats on 2K. What are your thoughts on bead blasting for blade finishes? I hate it. I absolutely fucking hate him. Uh, I can't stand bead blasting. And he's asking this question because a while ago I made a video basically just complaining about bead blast and how much I hate them. And I hate them so much that this year I made a video where I was like rubbing the bead blast off of a couple of Simcut knives I have, like polishing the blades. And yeah, I can't stand bead blast. They Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Not for me. Not for me. Bead blast is the worst thing happening in the knife world right now. We need to get rid of them. Congratulations on 2,000 subscribers. Oh, this is from Sigoglin Jack. I'm saying that right. Congrats on 2,000 subscribers. What's your favorite traditional folder pattern? The trapper. Ever since I was a kid, I don't know why, but I've just always loved trappers. The spade blade, the clip point blade. It's been my thing. I absolutely love trappers. This is a question from G-Man, who's a longtime viewer and frequent commenter. Oh, beautiful landscape. How much snow did you get? Um, on the flats down here, we got about 8 inches before the wind started blowing it, and that's hard to tell. And then up in the mountains, there's probably, depending on how high you go, between 2.5 and 5 feet. So there we go. Luckily, we haven't got any yet. I love snow. Thank you for another wonderfully entertaining video, buddy. Happy holidays to you and yours, and to you as well. And King Ace, here's his question. I've been seeing him in here. Congratulations on growing subs. Always great content. Do you do any hunting? Yeah. Actually, this year I guided one of my friends on a pronghorn hunt. Um, I really enjoy hunting. Last time I did a live stream, I had my cousin Austin on here with me, and we told a story about when we were teenagers. We always had the idea of the perfect hunt. We wanted to do this perfect hunt, and I had a cow elk bow hunt. And I was so excited. I was like, keep me a secret. I drawn up for this hunt. I was keeping it a secret. I was going to surprise him with it. And then he went and broke his foot. And so I was like, oh, he can't come hunting with me. So I was doing the hunt by myself. But we live in a small town. Word got around. He calls me up. He's like, what the fuck are you doing hunting without me? You promised you wouldn't do this. And so I went and picked him up for the rest of my hunt. And yeah, he hiked around the mountains and we climbed this peak, him with a broken foot because we were crazy kids. But yeah, there you go. Sylvia Clamor, congrats on 2K. Merry Christmas. Keep up good YouTube work. Looking forward to the live drawing. Thank you. Um, Another comment. Have you considered forging or making your own knife? This is from Brian Kerr. I have considered it. I have tried stock removal on knives. I tried making a file knife. It was terrible. I knew a guy who did forging, and I was over at his forge a couple times, and then he moved. And yeah, I would love to learn how to forge. I would absolutely love to, but we'll see. As a time thing too, a time thing. All right, Bionic Microbe. Really cool name. Congratulations on the sub goal. What's an affordable pocket knife you recommend for someone just getting into the EDC community? Civivi Mini Praxis. I think that's a good one for starters. I think it'll get you pretty hooked, and it's an under $30 knife. Go with Civivi Mini Praxis. Chadwick 283. Congrats on 2K, Gideon. Keep up the great work. What's your favorite Spyderco knife? The PM2. Glumini Ninja. We already answered that question because he won. Next, here's a question from Byron Kennedy. Thanks again for both your channel content and these opportunities. Drove through New Mexico to come home after Thanksgiving to Tucson. Love the drive from Las Cruces up to the plateau to Santa Rosa on US 54. Yep. Only place they saw snow. What is your favorite New Mexico drive? Oh gosh, this is a tough question. One drive that I absolutely love is if you drive through the Black Range. So you're going to go through Hillsboro, over the Black Range, drop down San Lorenzo, Mimbres, and you can keep going over to Silver City on. I'm drawing a blank here, guys. Can't remember what the road is, but that's a beautiful, beautiful drive. Another beautiful drive is going up through like the Lincoln, up through Cloudcroft, Rio Doso. If you go, start in Alamogordo. That's a great, great drive. You can go up, 54 goes like Tularosa and stuff. Quetrozoso, you can eventually, come down on there. And I also really, really enjoy driving. If you're ever up in northern Mexico, if you drive down the Rio Grande Gorge to Pilar, it's a good drive. Driving from Taos to Espanola or Espanola to Taos is a good one. If you drive 64 from Taos, well, actually, heck, yeah, 64, like start way heck in Chama, go over the Rio Brazos, go up and over the Tusis. You'll cross the Taos Plateau, you'll cross the gorge, you'll go into Taos, and you can take it up and over the Sangre de Cristos to Angel Fire and stuff like that. That's a beautiful, beautiful drive. I love that drive. That's a fantastic drive. So there's a lot of drives in Mexico that I think are just absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. It's a beautiful, beautiful state. Rusty Knife Lover, here's his comment. Congratulations on 2,000 plus. Awesome to see your channel grow. Really enjoy your channel, brother. What's your favorite crystalline structure? Oh boy. So when I took my mineralogy class, we did we did these activities where we had these little wooden blocks that were representing the different crystalline structures that different minerals can take. You've got your cubit structure, your tetragonal, your monoclinic, your triclinic, all these different structures. And I remember it was so hard memorizing all of these crazy, crazy structures. And what a crystalline structure is how all the elements in a mineral connect to form that mineral. And triclinic. I always had a soft spot for triclinic. Always had a soft spot for triclinic crystals. So there we go. I'm going to read some live chat. Brian's video comment: what knife has been your most carried this year? Funny you asked that. The video I released today is actually all about that. I had a couple of videos in there. Black Range Silver City was a great drive. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful one. Love that drive. Sent you a video on Instagram of super cool agate I found like 15 years ago. Awesome. We're gonna try and get through all these comments pretty quick because we're running long, guys. Paul Casper, here's your question. Awesome. Happy New Year. How long have you been collecting knives, and what is your dream knife? How long have I been collecting knives? Since I was a kid. So, like, you know, more than a decade. Um, what is your dream knife? Is dream knife and grail knife, are those the same thing? Maybe. My dream knife, honestly, might be a knife that I designed myself. I'm not sure. It's a good question. Otherwise, Hinder or Jurassic, maybe. Richard Kasner, congrats on 2K, brother. What is your favorite crystal slash mineral? Um, a while back, I wrote a paper on crystal beryl, and it's always kind of been a classic for me. Garnets, I love garnets. It's my birthstone too, so we'll go garnets. We'll go garnets. Here's Alan Springer. We answered his question. He won. Congrats, sir. This is from Guardius. Okay. I have a Swiss Army knife tinker for everyday carry with an old timer I got from my fin tucked into a small pocket in my jeans. Do you do something similar? I get a lot of use of that knife. Yeah, yeah. I always carry a knife in my fifth pocket. That's what it's there for. Oh, here's a comment from TVYBDX. Too bad I live somewhere in a place called the rest of the world, so I won't enter the giveaway. One of these days I'll do an international giveaway because I feel for you guys that aren't in the US. It sucks. It does suck. And so one of these days we'll do an international giveaway. It's just a little difficult to coordinate stuff like that. And he does have a question. Have you tested traditional European knives like French, Spanish, Italian, or German? I've tested open nails. I I don't think I've tested anything that's like a traditional knife from any of those other places, but I would absolutely love to. So we'll add them to the list. Here's the question from Zadakim. Hey man, congrats. Do you have a favorite quote to live by? Um, that's a really good question. That's a deep question. Well, something that I try and live by is when I was younger, my dad told me one time, um, he said, before you can be a good Christian, you just got to worry about being a good man. And that stuck with me forever, and I don't really know why, but that's kind of what I try and live by, as long as I try and be a good man. So, great question, great question. Here's a question from Philly. Great content, man. Congrats on 2K. Do you have to use a different knife when the razor couldn't cut it? Lol. No. The razor's awesome. When I was carrying this knife, I used it to cut everything. The razor is don't underestimate this thing. I know it looks goofy, but that's really, really damn useful. So yeah. Okay, all right. Let's catch up on this. My wife collects every stone, rock, gems, and crystals. Yeah, yeah, I've got a lot of stuff. Kunzite is cool. It is. It is. It's really, really cool. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. This agate is like an agate cluster, no outer shell, just holes filled with crystals all over it. Awesome. I had a piece of agate I found the other day, but I'm not sure where it's at. Okay, let's finish up these comments. Michael Gregory, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Thank you. Thanks for your videos. What's your favorite knife ever? The Cold Steel 8015. That's my favorite knife ever. Congratulations on 2K. Are you ready for Christmas? Yes, I was ready for Christmas, and I am ready for Christmas again already. I love Christmas. It's my favorite time of the year. Davy Jones, my question is, what is the best way to carry a fixed blade knife with a 5-inch blade area, but for someone who's a little hefty like myself? Also, do you think you could do a video about all the different carry options and configurations for fixed blade knives? Because blah, blah, blah. Okay. Awesome. That's a great idea for a video. I'm writing a script for that video right now. The best way to carry a fixed blade knife with a 5-inch blade for someone who's a little hefty, I'm going to say scout carry. Small your back. That might be the way to do it. I guess depending on how hefty if reaching behind you is a little hard. Otherwise, um, I knew this guy who was he was an old timer. Like I met him through the scouting program when I was little. Big hefty guy. He would wear a knife connected to his suspenders. It wasn't a 5-inch blade, but that's how he liked to do that. So I think I'm still gonna probably stick with. Actually, it says scout carry. Go with the dangler. Go with the dangler. That's how to do it. Danglers are. That's the best way to do it. Do a dangler. Do a dangler. Let's see what the chat says. Cross draw works good with an angled sheath. Okay. Scout carry. Yep. Cross by the belt buckle. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, there's some good answers for you. Good stuff for the giveaway. What caused you to choose geography as a degree slash field? This is from David Goodrich. So, geology, not geography. If I went to geography, I'd be overqualified. I'm kidding, but geologists love to shoot shots at geographers because every geographer wants to be a geologist when they grow up. Yeah, we kind of went over this, but yeah, I just always loved rocks. I love the idea of looking out at like mountains and stuff and being able to interpret them, like going outside and interpreting the earth because it's around us all the time and being able to understand it is it's a superpower. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Ski asks, I've been wanting a Neutron 2 so bad. If you could only have one pocket knife and one fixed blade for the rest of your life, which would they be? Fixed blade, cold steel SRK, pocket knife. Probably. Oh gosh, that's a tough question. Maybe a TRM Neutron 2, actually. That might be the setup that could do me for life. Or you know what, Civivi Vision FG. That I think cold steel SRK Civivi Vision FG. I think that'd be a good combo too. It's a good question. Angelo comments, happy for you. Tim School of Fish sent me. Good to have you. My question is, why do you like knives? Because why the heck not? Knives are fantastic. Knives are just awesome. Why do you like knives? Um, I saw a comment here. Harry404, what's a dangler? It's basically where if you have your knife sheath like this, if you're carrying vertical, normally you put your belt through here, but sometimes if you're a little bit heavier, this will poke you in the side. And so what you can do with a dangler is basically put a loop through here and then you'll have a leather strap and you put your belt through that leather strap and that holds a knife lower. So it's not bothering you. And also it can sometimes make access a little bit easier. It's a cool way to customize how you carry a knife. Harry 4x4, here's his question, by the way. Awesome. Congrats on 2K subscribers, my friend. Do you own a Buck 110 Foley Hunter? No. And you know I don't. Shut up. This question is from Diane 19951. Congratulations, my friend. Want to wish everyone happy holidays. Thank you. Happy holidays from Diane, everybody. Did you get your Christmas shopping done? Just barely, by the skin of my teeth. Here's a question from Diane. It's a different person. Been subscribed since I was contemplating full serrated knives and found your video. That's a fun video to make. I remember making that one. I EDC'd a fully serrated knife for a while and made that video. You know what? I think what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna give away that last package, and then we'll answer the rest of these questions. So the ones of you that are interested in hearing my answers to all those can stick around, and those that aren't can go do something else with your afternoon. All right. So our last package is a TRM Neutron 2. This is 20 CV, micarta. You're going to get this little sticker, other paperwork. This was sent over to me by Hillary from TRM. Shout out to her. Just really, really awesome that they did this. This is a great knife. Yes, I have used this, and I have loved this. But now it's going to get to continue its adventures with one of you guys. So let's go ahead and get that going. I'm going to actually reset the whole thing again, just in case. So if there's anyone watching who has not entered, there's a link in the description of this video. Click that and go to the video that it links you to and leave me a question in the comments. All right. Let's refresh this whole thing. Okay. Page is being a little bit slow on me right now, guys. Bear with me. This is the part of the stream where if this was a Metal Complex stream, this would be the Streamly bathroom break. Which, by the way, I don't think anyone on YouTube does streams better than Metal Complex. His streams are just really, really fun. Paste, come on. Come on. Let's answer some of these questions here. Great answer. Scout carry or long dangler from the belt if you wear like cargo painter pants or bibs, lower long leg pocket. Yeah, actually, that's a great option too. Man, that Neutron 2 is my grail. Fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed. Good luck, everyone. Kudos to TRM for this donut. Yeah, thank you, TRM. This was really really awesome. We were talking earlier about like companies that support YouTubers. TRM is definitely one that does. So okay, for some reason this page keeps crashing on me, so we're going to. It might also just be my computer being stupid and old. All right, we're going to get it on the phone. We're going to get it on the phone, guys. Bear with me. Metal Complex has his iPad. We've got the stupid computer. All right, what else we got going on here? Funny thing, I've been showing one of my neighbors a new knives I've been carrying. He said to me, "Is that a hobby or an addiction?" I said both. Yeah, yeah. We call it a hobby. We all secretly know it's an addiction. Let's be honest here. Da-da-da-da. Let's see here. YouTube comment picker. Let's go find the one I want. Hopefully this will work smoothly. It's both a hobby and an addiction. Yeah, yeah, it is. All right, professionalism, guys. This is what you've come to expect from this channel, right? MC's iPad isn't all that smart. No, it's not. It's not. It might be a little smarter than my computer, though. All right. Scroll down. No, I don't want an ad from. We're going to filter duplicate users. 9 plus 6, that's 15. All right, let's get these comments. New comments, guys. New comments. Now it wants me to answer 1 plus 5. That's 6. It must not believe that I am a human. Okay, there we go. Awesome. Now we have 61 unique comments. There we go. I guess I probably should mention too, we're not going to be doing duplicate winners. So there we go. All right, here we go. All right, there we go. The winner of the TRM Neutron 2 is Seth45DN. And we already read his comment. He's the one that talked about he's been subscribed since I said left to EDC a couple knives, including the CRKT Montosa. So awesome. Seth45X out of there. Awesome. 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 You have won the TRM Neutron 2, and that is one heck of a win. That's a great, great win. So email me at the email in the description by I'll give you a week to claim your prize. We will do the whole song and dance of me trying to prove that you are who you say you are, and then I will get that sent over to you. And now the question I bet a lot of you are wondering: what if no one sends me an email? What if no one claims their prizes? Well, if no one claims the prizes, then we're going to be doing another giveaway. So we last time I did a giveaway, there was a couple of unclaimed prizes. We did another live drawing to give stuff away, and that's probably what we'll do again. So if there are unclaimed prizes in a week, I'll let you guys know. We'll do another drawing, and which would be kind of interesting. A week from today is my birthday, so we could do a birthday a birthday stream. But yeah, congratulations, Seth. You have won one heck of an awesome knife. So congratulations. Alrighty, let's go ahead and try to finish up with these comments. So next comment we have is from Teresa2252. Okay, so this is someone that I know in real life. This is a friend of mine. We went to school together. She's another geologist. I've been waiting so long for this. And yes, yes, I know you have, Teresa. I know you have. Congratulations. Have you considered making a separate channel where you document the different places you explore? The YouTube shorts aren't long enough. Yeah. Yes, I have, actually. So, as a lot of you guys know, I do a whole lot of stuff. I like to explore a lot of places, and so I'll make some shorts that I'll post about that. I like to put a lot of that footage too in some of my videos. I'll sprinkle it in, like for in today's video, for example, I opened it up with a tour of a mine that I went down into. Oh, Teresa's in the chat. Hi, Teresa. Good to see you. Um, I put that footage in the start of today's video. Uh, I have a thing about starting another channel, and not necessarily exactly for my adventure stuff, which I'll definitely get to one of these days. And actually, I should mention too, Teresa has been with me on a bunch of my little adventures. She's gone with me to actually the cave that I posted the video for in today's video. There's a mine on the other side of the mountain that her and I have been to together. It's a really really great little mine, and yeah, we've had some adventures. But anyways, this other channel I have started. I actually did create another channel a while back, but I haven't uploaded anything to it yet. And I want to do, maybe some of my mine exploration, some of my, walking around looking at different geology things. But what I really want to do with the channel is I want to make it kind of an education channel. I am really, really passionate about Earth education. I work at a museum, and I'm also very, very passionate about debunking misinformation about geology and paleontology that's floating around. And so I have considered starting um I have considered starting a channel where I debunk a lot of that misinformation. And I created that channel, but I haven't uploaded anything to it because I just haven't had time to sit down and make videos like that. But I have so much footage of me doing like going down on mines and stuff. And there's this there's this one mine in particular. I've got probably about more than 20 minutes of footage for, and it's an amazing mine. It's huge. And I've been wondering, like, what the heck should I do with this footage? Because it's like a little bit too much to plug into um, my one of my regular knife videos. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a mess too. Editing it all together would be a little bit interesting. But yes, I have thought about it. Jimbus Maximus says I watch random cave and mine videos. That's all. Glad to hear that. Zadakim says you can have a whole nother audience with another channel. A lot of people love exploration adventure channels, and they get into knives and have the same money burden as us. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. It's going to be a secret little. I'm going to contaminate the masses with knife mania. Jimus Maximus, like a Minuteman kind of deal. Yeah, Mini Minuteman. Yeah, that's a channel that I watch quite a bit. He's a funny guy. Yeah, something kind of like that. Yeah, something kind of like that. Knife Candy says, I'd sub your new channel. Well, when I get it off the ground and when I get some videos posted to it, I will definitely let you guys know what's going on over there. But and also Teresa, if you're still in the chat, someone earlier asked what my favorite crystalline structure was, and I was telling them about how when we took Dr. Thine's mineralogy, she had all the little wooden blocks that we'd mess with. If you're still in the chat, um, you can testify to how arduous that was, and also what's your favorite crystalline structure. So we'll see. Byron Kennedy, sorry Gideon, Mythbusters has already been used. So the name I chose for this other channel I created was actually, it's Latin for rock man. And yeah, so yeah, Teresa, ooh, good question. Yeah, I know it's a good question. So I know it's a good question. All right. I kind of lost where we were on comments. Let's see. Let's find da, 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 da. Um, all right. Oh. It was so hard not answering these questions when I was getting them to begin with. Here's G-Ball's question. He says, "Congratulations on 2K, brother. If I win, I want to donate the win to at Heyman. What's your favorite foreign-made folder? Probably CJRB Pyrite. Probably the Pyrite." Sally O'Neill commented, "Where is it you recorded this video?" I recorded the giveaway video in front of my parents' house at the family ranch. So there you go. Ian Michael 75 commented, "Congratulations. So would you rather have one USA made knife or 10 to 15 China bangers? It's a hard question. Um, Probably one USA knife, although there's some good stuff coming out of, China. Let's not kid ourselves. Okay, Teresa answered. Let's see here. Zanakim said, Gideon, do you play Minecraft? I feel like you'd like it. Okay, I do not play Minecraft. My brothers play Minecraft. I was growing up, I was a kid that didn't play video games. I suck at video games. Teresa can also testify to that. I'm awful at video games. She says that her favorite crystalline structure is monoclinic or maybe cubic. I kind of thought you'd say that. Monoclinic crystals. I remember the little wooden cube we had that was just so confusing. It twisted my mind up every single time. Every single time. It's so weird to visualize. Um, Latin, call it Vini Vidi Debunky. Yeah, okay. 1 minute knife review says I'm a fan of fluorite octahedrons. Yeah. I don't think I have it with me here right now, but I found a pretty good chunk of fluorite that is kind of botryoidal on one side, and it's on a chunk of limestone, and as it comes up over, you've got kind of the fluorite cubes, and then there's one octahedron just sitting right there, and it's a little tiny guy, but it's beautiful, beautiful. Zadikim says you can play on peaceful mode and just mine, explore, and build whatever you want. Yeah, I could do that. I'm not a big gamer, I'll be honest. I'm not a big gamer. Gonzalez 7805 commented saying, "Nice lineup. Who are some of your favorite YouTubers?" Oh gosh. Um, well, I watch a lot of knife YouTube, like a lot of you guys do. I watch Metal Complex. I watch Lefty EDC. Um, I like to watch. We talk about Tim School of Fish, G Ball. I watch a lot of Stasa, Neves. Nick Shabazz is always a classic for me. So I watch a lot of knife YouTube. Um, I probably don't watch as much gun YouTube as you'd expect. But my favorite gun tuber is Brandon Herrera. I like that he takes the more kind of educational approach to his videos, and I also his sense of humor just really jives with me. I don't watch a whole lot of Demo Ranch or Kentucky Ballistics anymore. Um, I'll watch Honest Outlaw reviews. I like gun reviews. Um, and then I watch a lot of channels on like geology and paleontology. Benji Thomas is a channel I watch. I'll watch debunk channels. Gutsick Gibbons, a channel I really like. Forrest Valkai is a good channel. Um, and then as for like kind of like mainstream YouTubers, I watch Critical. I think he's funny, and I watch Windigoon and Count Dankula. Watch Count Dankula too. I really enjoy Count Dankula. So those are my YouTubers. All right, let's look up here. Um, you've had so much outdoors, you have better than games. That's kind of what I felt. That's kind of how I felt. Pretty fly for a knife guy. G-Ball, never heard of her. Well, she was in chat earlier, so you can check her out. Teresa Dominguez, trying to figure out the numbers related to different faces of the mineral is confusing to me. Yeah, yeah, that the what's the term I'm looking for, Teresa? My brain's having a brain fart. The um not Stein. Anyway, she'll correct me. I'm not gonna think about that too much. Um, let's see here. Brandon for Congress. Yeah, he is. He is, and actually, his district covers El Paso, which is near where I live. So, you know, good deal. Um, watch the occasional demo rant. Some of them are funny. Yeah, some of them are funny. I used to watch him a lot too, but I just haven't. There's a lot of stuff I don't watch anymore. Jimus Maximus. I like Brandon Herrera and his unrelated twin donut operator. Yeah, you know who his real twin is Wendigoon. They're identical. Love Honest Outlaw Reviews. Great channel. Is a great channel. And King Jesus for president. That's if we get if Brandon Herrera becomes president of the United States, I feel like that's kind of I feel like we would have peaked as a country. Um, yeah, I know you're giving Greg a hard time. Gwig. Who is this G ball? Um, Jimus Maximus. Yeah. So okay, next question. I think we're almost done with these. I think we're almost done with these. Focus says, "Thanks for the opportunity. Do you have dogs or cats?" So growing up, we always had dogs and cats. Right now, I'm not allowed to have pets at my little house that I rent right now. And however, we have a lot of stray cats in the neighborhood, and I will feed them in my backyard. So I guess technically I've got a bunch of cats. So there we go. My family though, we've got this. I've been out visiting my family for Thanksgiving and stuff, and we have goats and cows and horses and dogs and yeah. So it's a Noah's Ark of animals up here. Um, Here's a comment from Hoggy1963. 2,000 subscribers. Congrats. Is Gideon your first or last name? Gideon here too. It's my last name. Gideon is my first name. Um, I have never met another Gideon personally. I know a lot of people who have known other Gideons besides me, but me personally, I've never met someone with who's also a Gideon. So that's cool. I've never met anyone Gideon has a last name either. So awesome. Um, Anyone here watch Tri-State ADC? Yes, I do watch Tri-State ADC. Glorious mustachioed man. Um, okay, here's a comment from Argento. Can't recall what video it was I watched first, but I bought a CGRB Crag because of your review. Liked it a lot. Very similar to my Kaiser Sheepdog XL, but smaller. What's your thoughts on Scandi grinds, and what's your opinion on sharpening them? I'll be honest with you. I haven't had a whole lot of experience with Scandi grinds. Um, Growing up here on the ranch and in the logwoods and stuff, Scandi grind knives just aren't a thing that people in northern New Mexico do. And you would think, all my family's been, loggers and ranch and stuff. You think maybe, woodcraft and stuff would be something they would do, but Scandi grinds just aren't really a thing. So I haven't had a whole lot of experience with them. I've never really felt the need to buy a Scandi ground knife, and so I haven't. And maybe I should change that, right? Maybe I should change that. Um, Congratulations on our milestone. What's your favorite thing to do in your downtime? Have a great Christmas. Thank you, Mary Maury. My favorite thing to do in my downtime is go hiking and look for rocks and fossils and film YouTube videos. This is what I do in my free time. This is not a this is not a job at all. Um, da, 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 da. Favorite ever Christmas. We've seen a little of these. Saw that one. Saw that one. That one. Everything got a little bit scrambled. I think we've answered all of these guys. I think we got through them. So congratulations. That took me a little longer than I thought. I said I was going to do this for an hour and a half, and we're 20 minutes over that. So there we go. Thank you for sticking with me. Let's look at the chat here. Um, were you a part of Tri-State's Potluck Squad the other day? Scandi Knife Candy says Scandi is very easy to sharpen, great for woodwork. It is. That's what I hear. It's great for woodwork. Um, I definitely. I think just need to test Scandi grind. I need to bite the bullet, get a Scandi grind knife, see what I think about it. Because yeah, I don't really have an opinion otherwise. What do you guys think of Scandi grinds? I mean, Knife Candy says they're very easy to sharpen, great for woodwork. So that's good there. It's good there. Let's see what we got here. 23 people still in chat. That's awesome. I'm glad we had so many people turn out. I think the high point I saw was we had like 33 people in here, which is pretty good. Good live stream. See you next time. We'll see you next time. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and try to wrap stuff up here. Taking enough of your guys' time this evening. Theo Van says, someone send this man a Scandi 110. If a Scandi ground buck 110 exists, I'm gonna have to find one. Angelo says, Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's, everybody. Well, 1 minute knife review. Great to hang out. Great to see you. Knife Candy, I'll send you one. Okay, yeah, awesome. I would appreciate that. A loaner would be pretty cool. Yeah. Congrats on 2K subscribers. Thank you for the awesome giveaway. Thank you guys. And again, I'll keep you guys posted if any of the prizes do not get claimed. I got an email from Alan Springer, and I think Illuminati sent me an email too. So we'll see on that TRM. But we will keep things up to date. So thank you guys for joining. This was fun. We'll have to do this again sometime. And yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and close this out. I guess I'll just close it out like I close out all my videos. Thanks for watching, guys. I've been Gideon, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.